Layers are used for meat, for the production of eggs. Here, during the management, we have to see one brooder cum grower house, 1+3 system, 3-layer houses, and one brooder cum grower house. New brood of chicks obtained once in a 20 weeks. Growers shifted at the age of 18 to 19 weeks. The batch interval is 20 weeks. Commercial large operation doesn't go for this system. One plus 5 system. What is one brooder house? Second one, grower house, and 5-layer house. New brood chicks purchased every 12 weeks. Growers can be shifted earlier. One plus 6 or 8 system. For every 9 weeks, new batch of chicks will be arrived. The layers can be maintained in layer house for a longer period of time. This system is more useful in very large operations. Floor rearing. Proper cleaning and disinfection of layer house. The deep litter system. Floor space of 2 square feet per bird and feeding space of 5 feet per bird are provided. They are the prerequisites. 6 feet linear feeder can be used for every 30 layers or 18 diameters circular feeder of 4 to 5 numbers for every 100 birds. Watering space is just half that of the feeder space. Spread litter material in case of deep litter system up to 6 feet thickness, whereas in layers it is 4 feet. Arrange feeders and waters in the poultry house to the height of the birds. Provide nest box for every 5 layers about a week before the first egg is laid. Nest should be placed in the dark part of the house and cleaned regularly. There are 3 types of nests: individual nests, community nests, trap nests. Individual nests, one nest box is sufficient for 4 to 5 birds. Community nest, this will be accommodating 50 to 60 birds. Trap nest, this will accommodate one bird at a time and is used for academic and breeding studies. That is for research type. The nest should be provided with litter material. The litter material has to be replaced at least once in a week to prevent contamination of the eggs. During night hours, the nest should be closed to prevent sitting of birds in the nest. Cage rearing. Cage rearing, the layer cages are of 2 types. The stair step layer cages are commonly used in open side poultry houses. One is conventional cages, reverse cages. Next one. Conventional cages. This is normally we can see in the poultry farms. Front feeding is given from this box, which is 15 into 15 into 18 and 18 inches. that is front feeding length 15 inches, front height 18 inches, back height 15 and depth 18 inches. Reverse cage. Specification of each box: front feeding length 18, front feeding height 18 inches, back height 15 inches, depth 15 inches. These cages can hold 3 to 4 birds. They are arranged either in 2-tier or 3-tier. A slope of 1/6 is provided in conventional cages, whereas in reverse cages, the slope is 1/5. Now coming to the advantages of the reverse cages over conventional cages. More feeding space is available in reverse cages. So all 4 birds can take feed at a time, whereas in conventional cages, 3 birds can take feed and the other one is waiting at the back. Number of cracked eggs is less due to lesser rolling distance, better ventilation in reverse cage than conventional. Here you can see the farmhouse. This type of house provides sufficient ventilation and waste management in tropical countries. This type of houses you can see in California houses. The height of the shed is raised by 7 to 8 feet from the ground level using concrete pillars. The distance between two pillars is 10 feet. 2 feet wide concrete platforms are made over the pillar. For 3M type cages are arranged, 4 platforms are needed. The inter-platform distance is 5 to 8 feet depending upon the type of cages used. The total height of the house is 20 to 25 feet and the width is 30 to 33 feet. Now here you can see the bottom is 7 to 8 feet. It is open space and above this you have one more pillar is there 8 to 9 feet height and over which a roof is arranged. And the second photo you can see all the water faced feeding face arrangements are seen, and depending upon the large or small scale farmers, this type of poultry farms are being designed depending upon the cages. Arrangements of the cage. Cages are arranged in 2 or 3 rows, one above the other on either side, termed as Californian cages. These known type arrangements in house is 2L and M type or 2L type and 2M type or 3M type cage, with L type cage normally fixed to the sides of the poultry house. These are the designs for the poultry houses. Light management for layers is also very important. It plays a vital role in the production. Provide light stimulations at 18 weeks of age, starting with a minimum of 13 hours of a day length. Increase light by 15 to 30 minutes per week until 16 hours of light is reached. The light intensity 0.9 to 1.2 foot candles. Never decrease day length and light intensity during laying period. It varies so that the egg production will be affected. Timings for lighting stimulation. Lighting stimulation should not be provided until the folks reach the optimum body weight of 1270 to 1360 grams, or the weight described by the special breed. Folks that receive light stimulation at suboptimal body weight may lead to prolapse. Egg production. Egg laying starts at 20th week and the percentage of production increases every week to reach a level of 90% and above. After 28 weeks of age, which is maintained up to 36 weeks of age or even up to 40 to 42 weeks. 28 to 36 weeks peak egg production you can observe. Afterwards, it slumps down slowly to reach 70% or below by 72 weeks. So the peak production is in 28 to 36 weeks only. Feeding. Provide well balanced layer mass should be given. Phase feeding may be followed for layers according to age, level of production and climatic factors. The average feed consumption during laying period ranges from 100 to 110 grams. The feed consumption during winter increases and during summer feed consumption decreases. And depending upon the nutrients, layer phase 1, layer phase 2, that is depending upon the layers growth, that is number of weeks. The food given to the birds 21 to 45 weeks require 2600 kilocalories per kg weight and CP percent 18, calcium 3%, available phosphorus 0.65%, LYS percentage 0.7, methionine 0.35 is required. For layer phase 2, that is 46 to 72 weeks, require 2400 kilocalories per kg weight. Now here you can observe the reduction of the feed and also the CP percent 16, calcium 3.5% and phosphorus 0.65, LYS percentage 0.65, methionine 0.3. Egg handling. The layer type chicken lay their eggs mostly during forenoon. Eggs must be collected twice in the morning and once in the afternoon. This has to be maintained scrupulously by the management or the poultry farmer, and he has to be awake during the forenoon because he has to pick up twice in the morning and once in the afternoon. The frequency of egg collection has to be increased 4 to 5 times during peak summers. Air-cooled rooms for storage of eggs should be provided. Specially designed cardboard trays have to be used for carrying the eggs. And for layers also, deworming should be done regularly at an intervals of 6 to 8 weeks depending upon the worm load, especially when they are reared under deep litter system. Vaccination should be done regularly, periodically. Culling has to be done, removing the unproductive layers regularly, and regular monitoring is very important. Layer production indices. Egg production. The egg industry has two principal methods for measuring daily, weekly, and total egg production. The hen day and hen housed system. Hen day egg production HDEP is calculated by total number of eggs produced on a day divided by total number of hens present on the day into 100. That is, HDEP is calculated total number of eggs produced on a day by total number of hens present on that day into 100. For a long period, HHEP, total number of, that is hen housed egg production, you can calculate for the particular day total number of eggs laid on the day by total number of hens housed at the beginning of the laying period into 100. Hen housed egg production can be calculated by taking total number of eggs laid on a day by divided by total number of hens housed at the beginning of the laying period into 100. For a long period, HHEP can be calculated total number of eggs laid during the period by total number of hens housed at the beginning of the day. And it is usually expressed in numbers. HHEP values of 80% or 295 or higher are desirable. It fails to account for past mortality, egg size or quality. However, it is the best egg production index available and is universally used by the industry. From a cost of egg production standpoint, HHEP is good as it measures the effects of both egg production and mortality. If there is no mortality during a period, the HDEP and HHEP are equal. So the poultry farmer has to maintain the mortality, cleanliness, and deep litter cleaning, vaccination, deworming has to be followed. Feed efficiency. Feed efficiency per kg egg of mass is equal to kg feed consumed by 1 kg of eggs produced. A value of 2.5 or less is advantageous to the farm. Feed efficiency per dozen eggs is equal to kilogram of feed consumed by 12 eggs produced, and the value should be 1.65 or less. If it is more, then again there is a problem in good economy. Now coming to the question round, define layers. What are the requirements of growers? How many parts of chick mash is given to first to fourth day grower? Define culling. How many hours Lighting is required for optimal egg production. Thank you.